Hi guys, welcome back. Today's workout is all about control and stability. We're going to start in the middle of your mat. So just come on down, take a nice 4-point kneel position, lining up the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Starting with some breath work and some scapular retractions. What we're going to do is, as you breathe in, take a nice big inhale in. You're going to sink the chest down towards the floor. Squeeze into the shoulder blades behind you. As you breathe out, you're going to press through the fingertips, lift the chest all the way back and away from the floor. So lift up through those shoulder blades. Go again. Inhale, drop, sink the chest down towards the mat. Exhale, lift all the way back up. So making sure that there's nothing happening through your spine here, through your lower back. So the hips are staying still, the pelvis is staying still. We're literally just moving up and down with your chest, like a little elevator if you want. And our neck, our head is staying in line with the rest of your spine as well. So we're not sinking the chin down, not moving through the neck. So big breath in, lower down, and a nice big squeeze. You're going to feel your shoulder blades sinking in towards each other as you lower. And you're going to feel them spread apart as you lift back up. Let's go for another 2 here. Last one. Lower down, lift all the way up. And then coming back to a nice and neutral spine, we're going into some bird dogs. We're going to use the right arm and the left leg. So send your right arm long in front as you send the left leg long behind you. Then bring everything back to center. Once again, going with the same side here, right arm, left leg, and lower down. Nice big inhale as you lift up. Exhale to draw back to center. Amazing. Trying to lengthen through the body. Imagine someone's pulling you apart. It's not about how high we lift the leg behind you. And draw those tummies in. Work, got a little bit confused here. All right, right arm long, left leg back. Beautiful. We're going to add in a little bit of a combination. So on the next one, extend that long, hold it there. Keep the arm and the leg straight, lower down to the mat. Lift back up in line with the body. Draw everything back in. Straighten out. Lower down. Lift up. Draw back in. So if your balance is not super good today, it's not going too well on that side of things, feel free to pop the knee and the hand back down as we draw back in. Otherwise, see if you can just hover both. Maintain that nice control here. Let's go 4 more. Amazing. We've got 3. Lower, lift, draw in, go for 2. Lift, draw in, last one. Lower, lift, and draw back in. We're going to keep going, but change it up a bit. So send the right arm long, left the leg back behind you. As you draw everything in this time, you're going to crunch up through your tummy. Draw the knee in towards the elbow, the knee in towards your nose. Extend back out long. Draw everything in, little crunch in. Round through the upper back. See if you can touch your knee to your nose. That's it, nice and long. Keep squeezing in those tummies. Beautiful, nearly there. As we did before, we're going to add in a little extra for a combination. Next one out, hold it there out long. You're going to bring the right arm to the right, left leg to the left. So open out to the side, come back to center, crunch it in. Lengthen out to the side, back to center, draw it in. Beautiful. Now a little trick, we're nearly there. Keep going. But if ever your wrists are getting a little bit sore, a trick is to fold over the top of your mat. Give yourself a little bit more cushioning. It's a little bit more comfortable. All right, 4 more here. Extend out long, out to the side. See if you can bring that leg all the way to 90 degrees. We've got 3. We've got 2. And last one here. Crunch it in, extend out, open, come back to center. Bring the hand and the knee down. Take a nice little child's pose here. Drop the hips back towards your heels. Drop the chest down to the floor. Forehead down, arms out long in front. Take a second to reset. A little sway from side to side if that feels nice. Then from here, I'm going to get you to separate your big toes again so your legs are nice and parallel. And you can come back up into that 4-point kneel position. You're going to tuck those toes under, and we're going to straighten the legs, lift the hips all the way up until we find ourselves in a downward facing dog. Lifting the heels nice and high. From here, you might need to reset, see how you go. We're going to hinge the body forward and come down into a full plank. From that full plank, you're going to bend through those legs, send the hips back towards your heels. It's like a little child's pose with the knees hovering. Then from here, you lift all the way back up, straighten the legs, come back into your downward facing dog. Let's go again. Hinge forward, full plank position, nice and controlled. Stay nice and low, press the hips back to the heels. Little hover, child's pose. Straighten the legs, lift the hips up. Amazing, keep moving. Down in a plank. Hips back towards your heels. Straighten the legs, press the bum up to the ceiling. Staying as low as you can as you move from that plank to that little hover. Really reaching your bum cheeks down towards your heels. Let's go another 2. We've got 1 more. Pressing all the way back. Straighten the legs up. Come back into that full plank. Finish it off. And then from here, press the hips back up. Come in a downward facing dog. Pedal those legs, bending one knee in at a time. A quick little reset. And then straighten through both legs. Try and keep them as straight as possible. Obviously bend through the legs when you need to. And I want you to try and walk those toes all the way to your hands as close as possible, keeping the legs straight. Find ourselves in a forward fold here. Dropping the head nice and heavy. Soft bend through those knees. Keep the hands or the palms down in front of your toes there. Bend through your legs, lower down towards the floor. Your heels are going to lift a tiny bit. We're going to tuck chin to chest, look down towards your knees. And then from here, keeping the hands down, you're going to straighten through the legs, press the hips up to the ceiling. Try and unfold yourself. Then lower all the way back down, back into that little crouching position. That's it. Keep the head tucked in. Lift up as high as you can until your legs is fully straight if you can, or just as high as you can. That's a nice big stretch through the back of those legs. We've got 2 more here. Lifting all the way up. And last one. Straighten the legs. And then bend back down into your little crouching position. Place the hands back behind you. Drop the bum on the mat. Send the feet forward. And we're now in a seated position on your mat. Coming into some core work. From here, you're going to send the arms nice and long in front, roll the shoulders back and down, lengthen through the spine. Take a nice big breath in. As you breathe in, we're going to tuck the pelvis under. So it's like someone's punching you in the lower tummy. Round through that lower back, create that nice C curve. And you're going to start rolling or peeling the spine down onto the mat. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Send the arms up to the ceiling as your head touches the mat. Keep going with the arms back behind you. You circle out to the side and around. As you reach the hips, breathe out, tuck chin to chest, roll all the way back up. If you feel like you need to reset or bring the feet in closer to your bum, feel free to do so. And then keep moving like this. So we tuck the pelvis under. Breathe in, lower down. Arms go up to the ceiling, back behind your head. Circle all the way around to your hips. Tuck chin to chest, lift all the way back up. Nice big breath out on the way up. Lengthen the spine at the top, so untuck that pelvis, untuck that tailbone. Reach the crown of the head nice and high to the ceiling. Make yourself as tall as possible. And then peel the spine back down. Amazing. If we want to make this a little bit more challenging, each time you come up, you're going to lift one of your legs to tabletop. And then lower the leg down as we roll down. On the next lift up, opposite leg comes up to tabletop. And keep alternating through those legs here. Amazing. If you're feeling super strong, you can try a double leg lift on the next one. As you breathe out, lift up. Both legs come up to tabletop. Come up on those sit bones, nice and balanced. And then slowly peel the spine back down. You can lower both feet back down onto the mat. Or if you're feeling good, keep the legs up to tabletop. And keep rolling up and down. Amazing, we're nearly there. Let's go 4 more here. Breathe out, lift up. We've got 3. Back behind you, circle around, lift up. Last 2, we've got this. Stick with me. On that last one, reach back. Lift all the way up, hold it there. Hold it in that palm spot. If your feet are down, lift them up to tabletop. We're coming into some low crunches here. You're going to send the legs out long as you lower yourself halfway down from here. Draw the knees back in towards your chest, so your chest up towards your knees. Lower halfway down until your mid back touches the mat. Send the legs straight. And then draw everything back up together as you crunch. Use the inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Now multiple options to make this a little bit easier. You can do one leg at a time. I'll tell you when to swap. Or you can bring the arms behind you just for a little bit more support. Making sure you're not actually using your arms to lift up and lower down. And see if you can even slow down the movement. If you're doing the single leg now, is the time to swap. We've got 4 more. We've got this. That's last 3. Go for 2. On that last one, lower halfway down, hold it there. Hold the leg straight if you can. Reach the fingertips along towards your toes. See if you can even lower the legs down a little bit. Tummy is in. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly drop everything down. Amazing. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big cuddle. Roll out through that lower back. Give yourself a nice little massage, little release, and a nice big stretch for those abs as well. You can lengthen through the legs and reach the arms along behind you. Just like you're waking up in the morning, just stretch out the body. And then draw both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a boost. Roll all the way up. And then shuffle around until you find yourself in a 4-point kneel position again. Now I'm just going to turn around so I don't kick the planks. But we're going on the other side here. So shoulders over the wrists, hips in line with those knees. Draw those tummies in. We're going with the left arm and the right leg this time. Sending them out long in front and behind. Draw everything back in. Remember, you can fold over the top of your mat for a little bit more comfortable for your wrists. If you need to. Nice and slow here. Like someone's pulling you apart. Lengthen through that body. Amazing. Soon to add a little combo. When you're ready, on the next one, straighten out. Keep it straight, lower down to the mat. Lift back up in line with the body. Draw everything back in. See if you can start hovering the hand and the knee on the way in. Amazing, we've got another 4. Keep strong, guys, keep going, we've got this. We've got 2. The last one here, straight away, we're going in a second little combination here. So keep going, straighten the leg and the arm behind you. From here, as you draw everything in, you're gonna crunch through the abs. Bring the knee in towards your nose. Bring the elbow in towards your knee. Straighten back out again. Draw it in, crunch. Lift the belly button away from the mat. Breathe out to crunch. All right, almost there. On the next one, adding on. We're going to open out to the side. Come back in, crunch. Extend out. Open to the side. Back to center. Crunch it in. Almost there, guys. Starting to feel a little bit wobbly here. Keep strong. We're nearly there. We've got 4. That's it, guys. Last 3. We've got 2. And last one here, in, out, to the side, back to center. Beautiful. Drop the hand and the knee down. Press the hips back onto your heels. Send the chest down. Nice little child's pose. Once again, quick little breather. And when you're ready, lift yourself back up onto those Knees coming back into your 4-point nil position. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up to the ceiling, straighten through the legs. Keep the heels nice and high. Finding ourselves in that downward dog position. We're going to hinge the body forward, come in a full plank. From here, we're going back in the down dog. But as you lift up, I want you to take your right hand, reach it on the outside of your left ankle. Then hinge forward, pop the hand back onto the mat, full plank again. Lift the hips up. Reach the left hand on the outside of your right ankle. Hinge forward, pop the left hand back down. And keep going like this. So each time we come up in that down dog, we're reaching towards the opposite side of the body. Nice and controlled here. Breathe in to lower in your plank. Breathe out to lift and reach. Take a sneaky little peek underneath your armpit each time. Reaching back and long towards those toes, towards your heels. All right, let's go 4 more on either side. We've got 3. Last 2. And nearly there. Keep going, guys. Stick with it. Last one here. And to the left. Lower down. Drop the knees down. Take a child's pose. A quick little wiggle. Nice big breath in, and as you breathe out, round up through the spine. Restack those vertebrae one at a time. Head coming last. Give your shoulders a nice roll out. And you're all done for today, guys.